So as a history teacher, I love being able to give my students that multiple modalities. I want them to learn from video. I want them to learn from audio. I want them to learn from text. I want them to learn from art. I want them to be able to integrate all those different sources and be able to come up with what we call a line of reasoning. And I love starting a unit with Listenwise because as students actually hear what's going on in the news story, you know, they hear the people in the protests screaming and they hear the breaking glass, and they can automatically see themselves there, as opposed to if you play a old, blurry, grainy, black and white video for them, they don't quite empathize with those people. They don't see themselves there. There's something about audio that really brings the theater of the mind alive, and I think creates a lot more historical empathy in my students. So I do a lot of work with Listenwise, their stories. I do a lot of work with listening to speeches and things like that. The couple of interesting things I've learned along the ways using Listenwise is that it's like baby steps. It's a gateway drug. If you start off listening to the 2 to 4 to 6 minute audio clips of Listenwise, then it's a hop, skip, and a jump to like a longer 15 or 20 minute podcast. And that helps my high school students get ready for college, where most of you know our teachers, professors love to lecture for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So how do you build that listening stamina in your students? Listenwise is a great way to start with it, where you can get your kids listening and doing different activities with that audio. I will say that in my years of being a Listenwise enthusiast, when I first started using it, as soon as I pushed the play button on the audio file, I would see every kid in my class reach for this. And they would start doing this while I was playing the file, and they didn't learn anything from it. So the most important thing you can do as a teacher, teaching them to listen, is help them understand that it's a skill that they can control and improve upon. But in order to get better at it, they have to remove those distractions. And if they just jump to their phones, or they're cued with the little zzz, zzz, or the ding ding on their phone, they're not very good listeners.